my eyes.
Now then, Hanson has sold over 15 million records worldwide, had 8 top 40 singles in the UK, 6 top 40 singles in the US, and in 1997 they obviously had the hit song Pop, and I'm really pleased to say that they joined me here in the studio on The Late Show. Hi guys.
Hello. How are you?
I'm very, very excited because I saw you on Daybreak earlier in the week.
So you're up early.
Yes, I was.
And late.
Well, yes. I always have to watch and see what Christine's wearing on Daybreak. So, I know. And then when it's something rotten, I turn it off and go back to sleep. Or if it's something good, I always think, yes, nice one, Christine. That looks good. Did you enjoy it on Daybreak?
It was great. It was really pleasant. They have a really nice, friendly vibe there.
Yeah. And that big window of London going on.
It's hard to beat that. They were saying that in the wintertime it's not quite as beautiful because the sun doesn't come up.
Yes,
yet, right?
And that was unfortunate because they started in the winter and everyone was looking forward to this programme that was just like this dirge because it was just London in the grey. You know, it was really awful.
But it was great. We had a great time.
And then I saw a bit of a clip of you on Oprah.
Oh,
I can't believe I've got guests who've been on Oprah here in the studio with me.
Way back when.
And the girls just did not stop screaming. I mean, we've got Amy in here who's taking photographs. She said you might oblige a bit later, but we'd
be happy to take pictures later of you guys.
When we said, do you mind Amy taking pictures, you said, well, we do appear nude halfway through the set.
I just wanted to see what the reaction was.
Yeah, that's fine by us, isn't it, Amy? Absolutely fine. But seriously, you know, usually you are accompanied by screaming girls everywhere. I was going to say like the Beatles, but you weren't even born when the Beatles were around, were you?
Well, we're very familiar with the Beatles, and we're very familiar with, maybe more familiar with a lot of the late 50s and early 60s rock and roll, which really was, I guess you could say, the invention of literally the phrase teenager, and also the invention of rock and roll was along, you know, Elvis, Chuck Berry, people like that, and they had a similar.
The truth is, from the beginning of rock and roll, things that have gone hand in hand is screaming girls and rock and roll.
Yes,
I mean that's like that works together. This
or pop music more broadly.
But having said all that, I can't work because I was a little bit apprehensive. Did you notice I joined you fairly late in the process of all of you rehearsing? Because I was like, oh my god, because I know nothing about music. I always say I know what I like, but I'm not a new music journalist. You know, so I will ask really naive questions.
Don't worry about that.
But when I walked in, I just can't get over how lovely you are. You are so nice. And you really are nice because I've seen you without the slap on, as they say in theatrical terms. But having enjoyed your success, how have you remained so grounded? Do you think it's because you are brothers?
I think the brother thing has a lot to do with it. I think
helps.
But I think it didn't help the Gallaghers all that much.
No.
As far as them, not really liking each other, or being very public about their arguments.
I think at the center of it, honestly, is we're doing what we want to be doing, and that's why we're generally happy in life. I
think our folks are lovely people, and they
I think they're
otherwise.
Do you know there's a phrase, and I'm going to use it, sorry, and it makes me sound like your mother, but they brought you up very nicely, if you don't mind my saying.
I'm sure they'll appreciate that. Yeah.
There's 7 of you, is that right?
There are 7 of us. I'm the oldest. We're the 3 oldest of 7 kids. Yeah.
And did you? I'm now going to ask the most cliched question, but it is quite important. Did you grow up in a house that had so much music playing that it was inevitable you were going to start?
It was.
It was not completely inevitable, but I think both of our parents were musical. Especially our mom was amazingly talented as a singer, and really decided not to pursue a career, to have a family, and wanted to have a big family. And so the fact that we could sing was not a surprise, I don't think, to anybody. But I think the other side is our dad decided to be an accountant, but he's sort of a frustrated poet. So we figured, the poetry and the singing, that makes songwriting. So
right.
But I think it was a combination of elements. It could have happened or it could have not happened. I think all of us having that interest is part of what made it work.
That is really unusual, honestly. I mean, it was kind of funny that, at 9 years old, I started listening to music and really kind of getting attached to it, and started kind of. My mom didn't even remember teaching me how to play C, F, and G, but she taught me once, and I remembered it, and I never forgot it. And Taylor, I don't think anybody ever taught you particularly to harmonize, but somehow or another you ended up
No, definitely not.
Taylor had the ear for harmony just immediately. So when I would sing a song, and I'm a couple years older than Taylor, so right around 10 years old, I'm singing a song, and Taylor's 8, and he goes, no, and he can harmonize with me.
Wow.
And then that evolved into Zach.
20 years later, here we are.
And then Zach joined along because in some form or another we started to recruit him because we knew he could sing. We were like, Zach, you sing the melody and this and that, and then next thing you know, we're all singing together on a regular basis because it was just so easy to do.
Yeah,
Gosh.
And it came naturally.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, what are you going to play for us tonight? You're going to play 2 tracks for
Well,
us.
you've got us at the end of a very long day in front of a piano and instruments, and so we'll probably stay longer than you want us to. So yeah, I think if we're just playing, are we playing 1 or 2 or
2? She said 2. So.
Okay, great. So why don't we play Think About Something, and then we'll end with Give a Little.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Is that
And
okay?
can I just explain to everybody, although the guys don't mind, I said to Taylor, I'm really sorry, you're now going to have to turn your back away from the rest, which must be so frustrating, because I would have thought there's a certain amount of eye contact needed, but...
You know what? In this case, I'd rather be looking at a red wall than those two guys. So.
There we go.
This is the song called Think About Something. Well, to give you love, you know it. So when did you outgrow it and decide that you would find another man? You've been out there shaking, the tether boys are chasing. When you get home, you think I'll be the bigger man. 'Cause I've been thinking about something. I've been thinking about something other than you. When I know your reputation, you send my heart racing. You think I will always be the fool. Well, I've run out of patience with all this sticky situation. You won't find me crying that we're through, yeah. 'Cause I've been thinking about something. I've been thinking about something other than you. You know it's sad to say, but baby, every day I've been thinking about something. I've been thinking about something other than you. Hey, hey, yeah. Come on now. Not too proud to beg. Give it some respect. But you on your home, it's never gonna change, yeah. Didn't have to do what you did. Think you didn't me like this. Love I got is better than what you gave it. Well, I got girls in line waiting for these arms of mine. Listen up to what I say. 'Cause I've been thinking about something. I've been thinking about something other than you. You know it's sad to say, but baby, every day I've been thinking about something. I've been thinking about something other than you. Hey, hey, yeah, to the bridge. Well, I've had enough of you chaining love. You give me every day, yeah. Hey, I'll try doing right through the lonely nights when I'm down and crazy. Come on, yeah. I'm not gonna make that same mistake, yeah. You've been out there fooling, but I'm not thinking about you. I've been getting love that moves me. Well, you've been